Hello and good morning to everybody out there in the internet land. Welcome to CCPS's Digital Learning Day. We're about to talk with Miranda Peterson at Betty Weaver Elementary School, where she's going to feature Flipgrid.
Remember, as you're watching today, that there are back channel docs. So if you're watching and you have questions or want to learn more about something, if you go onto our page at bit.ly/DLDCCPS, there's resources for every session that provided resources, and there's also back channel docs so you can ask questions there for each section. And if you want to watch any of the other videos, if you can only tune in for this one today, all the videos will be posted in the near future, so you can watch them at any time. And that's going to be on the same link, bit.ly/DLDCCPS.
All right. Well, without further ado, here is Miranda from Betty Weaver. Take it away.
All right.
All right, well, welcome everyone. I hope you can hear me and see me. I am Miranda Peterson. I am the literacy specialist at Betty Weaver Elementary School. I am going to be talking all about Flipgrid today, a tool that we use a lot here at our school. I'm not only going to talk about it for literacy, but also for other curriculums as well, so you can use it across all subject areas and grade levels. I'm going to today talk about what Flipgrid is, different ways that you can use Flipgrid, and then at the very end, I'll show you how to sign up for Flipgrid. So you may be asking what Flipgrid is. It is a recording videos technology tool that you can use to post questions or topics, to spark discussions. And you can use it from pre-K all the way up to professional uses. You can use it for all students, and even those ones who are in the back row, who don't speak up, who may be the shy one. This is an outlet for them to be able to really express themselves kind of in a private way that only the teacher can see if you want it. You can certainly show the videos if you want, but that's what Flipgrid really is. So I'm going to show you a lot of different ways that we use it here at Betty Weaver. We kind of started to dabble in it last year, but then we really jumped both feet in this year. So I'm going to be showing you some different ways in Flipgrid that we use. So I'm going to do some screen sharing right now. And the first way that we used it was at the very beginning of the year, before the students even came to school or found out who their teacher was. They got that phone call. We decided as teachers that we were going to create a Flipgrid for each of us to explain who we were, what we teach, what are some things we like to do in school and out of school. So it was really neat for the students to kind of see us in a personal way. Even one of our first grade teachers, she was on vacation, and she decided with her family that she was going to do a Flipgrid. And so on vacation, she told us who she was, what she taught, showed us a little bit about her favorite place. So we did that at the very beginning of the year. And we had our people who we've had authors come, and they also decided that they would do a Flipgrid. We had all our office people, we had our resource teachers, so everyone jumped in and did their own Flipgrid. Our librarian and I decided then to kind of take this another step professionally, and we had our librarians and our reading specialists also complete Flipgrids to get to know one another. There is a lot of different librarians out there, librarian assistants, literacy specialists out there that you go to meetings with, but you don't necessarily get to know. So we decided that we would do videos for them as well. So we actually set up a little script for them. We wanted to know who they were, where they taught, what was their favorite book, what inspires them to teach, so we could learn about each other and then use those books also for our lessons. So that was another way professionally that we used it. You could also do virtual book studies with this. You could do an interactive professional development with this tool. So there's lots of different ways you can use it professionally. But let's talk about what we really want to. How can we get the kids to use this tool? I'm going to show you some of the ways that we used it for literacy first, and then I will go into how we use it in other ways at our school too. So the first way that we really use this tool is for our 5th grade students who are doing the 20 plus challenge at our school. Instead of doing Bob, we do a 20 plus challenge. We do a competition at the end of the year. But one way the students can share about their books is through Flipgrid. So I'm actually going to show you two. Some of our teachers have set up different criteria that they want in their videos. So I'm going to show you 2 of them that are from 2 different teachers, so you can kind of get a feel for what the students have to say.
Hi, I think you should read Home of the Brave by Catherine Applegate. Home of the Brave is about a boy named Keck who moves to America because his mom went missing and his brother and father died. Keck meets many friends, a farmer named Lou, Hannah, and a cow named Gold. Keck had to move in with his cousin and his aunt, and they all try to find his missing mother. Will they find his mother? Well, you'll have to find out by reading Home of the Brave.
All right, so that teacher, her criteria was to name the book, give a short summary, and the author. Okay, this one's just a little bit longer, and there's a little more criteria to it.
Hi, I'm Brielle, and this is a book called The War That Saved My Life by Kimberly Brubaker Bradley. The main characters in this story is a girl named Ada who has a cup foot and can't walk, her younger brother Jamie, and her mom, Mam. Mam loves Jamie but does not love Ada and keeps her locked away in a flat because of her foot. Hitler is coming because it's the time of World War II and they're in London, so they could be invaded. So Mam wants to send away Jamie, and only Jamie, and not Ada, because she doesn't care about Ada. But Ada finds a way to escape, even though she can't walk, and she escapes with Jamie. So nobody wants Jamie or her, so the Iron-Faced Lady, which you'll meet in the story if you read it, brings them to a girl named Susan. Susan is also one of the main characters, and she has a horse named Butter, who Ada learns to love. Susan is very nice, but not at first, because one of her friends had passed away earlier in the book, but it doesn't really talk about that. And I would rate this book a 10 from 1 to 10. It's truly amazing. Girls and boys could read it. You have to read the book to figure out what happens to Ada, Jamie, and Susan, and of course Butter. And my opinion on this book is that it's wrong to judge children just the way they're looked on. And this book really shows how that's not okay. Thank you.
So as you can see, there were different criteria for those teachers, mainly the same, but one teacher had a little bit more in there. All right, moving on to one other way that we used it for literacy. We do global read aloud here at our school. And one of our teachers decided that they wanted to read the same book and connect with a school in Thailand. But as you know, Thailand and us have very different time zones. So it was really difficult for them to figure out how to connect to one another. So the class decided to use Flipgrid. And to start off, what they did was they did a 20 questions to find out where they were in the world. So I'm just going to show you one short video of how we used it. Our students posed a question, and then their students answered it until they figured out where in the world we were.
Hi, my name is Taylor, and my question to you is, do you have mountains where you live?
Okay, so her question.
Hi, my name is Sonia, and no, I don't have any mountains here.
and then their reply. And once they found out where they were, the students actually took each other on a tour of their schools in Flipgrid. So they showed them the playgrounds, the libraries, who their teacher was, where they keep their books, and just different things about their school. So that was another way we used it to connect globally for Global Read Aloud. The last literacy way I'm going to show you is that we used Wishtree, which was our Weaver Reads this year. And we had our students and some of our teachers reflect on what they thought of the book, what they wished for the world, and just other things about the book, their favorite characters. So that's another literacy way we used it. Now, I'm going to flip gears and I'm going to show you how we use it in other places and other subjects in our school. So our second graders decided that they were going to study the weather and they were going to forecast the weather. And so what they did was our teacher had them create a Flipgrid about one day in February, and our students love their stickers, one day in February and what it would be like based on previous years and what they studied. Another way that we used it is our gym teacher, our PE teacher, does Wellness Wednesday every Wednesday at Weaver. And what she does is she posts a video, like our students love the glitter jar. She posted that one. And then the students and teachers come down and they can respond to her videos. Last way I'm going to show you is our Spanish teacher decided that the students in second grade were going to learn about body parts, and they decided to do a Flipgrid to show their monsters. So they created a monster, and then they showed how they could name the body parts. All right, so the last thing that you could do, I mean, there's many possibilities, but you could use this as a formative assessment platform. You could do a field trip or service learning reflection. You could do research, ask them a question, have them research it and video record the answer. You could create math problems. You could solve math problems and how they use their strategies. So there's an endless amount of ways that you can use Flipgrid. So I'm going to show you now how you can sign up. If you go to flipgrid.com, and up at the corner, there's a white box that says sign up today. If you click that, they'll ask for your email, for your name, and then you can start entering your Flipgrids as soon as you want. All you do is create a new grid, and you get your Flipgrid. If you want more help with Flipgrid, you can always ask your integrator for more tips of how to use it or how to get set up. And Flipgrid also has a great resource for teachers and for students to use. All right, well, that's all the time I have today for Flipgrid. I want to thank you very much for watching and learning about Flipgrid. I hope you get inspired to use this amazing tool in your classroom to engage all your learners. And if you have any questions, you can either email me or you can ask your integrator for help as well. So thanks.
Thanks. I can definitely see why people are flipping out over Flipgrid all over this county.
Very funny, Chris. Thank you. Miranda, those were some excellent ideas, especially I love the PD one. So a lot of really cool ideas for using Flipgrid with your students and your teachers. So thank you so much for being our first presenter today.
Thanks.
So stay tuned for our next session coming up. What is peer grade? I don't know. What is it?
I don't know.
We'll find out soon.